All right. It's that time again, isn't it, for a brief video update for you. This one's going to be a bit different because I've just finished an extensive complaint here over the Danish intelligence agencies called PET and FE. This complaint is from the 30th of June 2023, and it is filed with the watchdog called, the abbreviation is called TET, and it's a 7-page complaint. And I am complaining over the intelligence agencies' continuous violations of the PET law and specific paragraphs within it, and which is basically in regards to their misuse of the information that they illegally are collecting through surveillance means. Normal surveillance means to the extraordinary surveillance means, i.e. the use of biological sensors, aka microchips that they have implanted me with without my knowledge, without my consent, and basically picking up my geolocation, picking up what I'm seeing and hearing with my senses and even my thoughts, and processing those signals through signal processing computers or whatnot, and thereby getting a clear picture of what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing, and then misusing that surveillance material that they are picking up through illegal surveillance means, and misusing it and even giving it away to third parties, including the public, and also using the geolocation that is on me as a means to communicate synthetic telepathy communications to anybody and everybody who's around me. You know, these synthetic telepathy communications that are being broadcasted to people in my surroundings, and these people who are being subjected to kind of a electronic harassment if they are not being ordered about by the intelligence agencies. And this is something that I have spoken about many times before, which is one of the capabilities, using me as a walking, talking base station and then communicating to people in my surroundings through synthetic telepathy. This is something obviously that I go into quite extensively in this complaint, and I also highlight how I'm always being, how the intelligence agencies are always aiming to set me up as some kind of sex criminal without ever having charged or prosecuted me, but instead just slandering me and character assassinating me. I'm obviously also laying that out there, and how the intelligence agencies, when they finally want to set me up, how they're going to do it. I actually explain this in this complaint to the watchdog with the intelligence agencies, so when they do so, then I can go back and show paperwork of me trying to solve the situation, if you will, before the setup had even taken place. So I'm kind of even though I know it's kind of fruitless to write a complaint over the intelligence agencies, even though the watchdog is supposed to be impartial and whatnot, and follow up on complaints, but everybody knows it's kind of hopeless. But I'm doing so to have paperwork when the time finally comes where there needs to be some kind of evidence to show how I have many times tried to resolve the situation I'm in with the relevant authorities without the relevant authorities ever doing anything other than looking away, while the intelligence agencies were constantly violating not only my human rights and the Danish law, but the people in general, with this global social engineering and intelligence operation, which they are using me, Stephen Bell, as the protagonist, without me having much involvement actually in reality whatsoever. And since my complaint, of course, they are already retaliating against me and trying to set me up. But I was quick on the trigger yesterday, so I just put out a video with the actual recording of my encounter, which anybody can hear. It is completely normal, and nothing even remotely happened, other than the fact that the government wanted to set me up based on nothing. And this is how it's going to go every time I do anything, every time I talk to anybody, anytime I have any kind of encounter. They're going to lie, fabricate, and spin any story out of any given situation, and this they're just going to do over and over again and hope until something sticks. And this is why it's so dangerous for me these days, being the most persecuted person in the world.